അപ്പോൾ ഇതാണ് നമ്മുടെ മെയിൻ കത്തീഡ്രൽ. ഇതാണ് കാൻറ്റർബറി കത്തീഡ്രൽ. നമ്മളിങ്ങോട്ട് നടക്കുകയാണ്. ഇതിൻ്റെ ഓരോ ഭാഗങ്ങളുമായിട്ട് നമ്മളിങ്ങനെ പരിശോധിക്കുകയാണ്. വളരെ പഴക്കമുള്ളൊരു കത്തീഡ്രലാണിത്. പിന്നെ ഇതിൻ്റെ വർക്കൊക്കെ അമേസിങ് ആണ്. വർക്ക് ഇതെങ്ങനെയാണ് പണി കഴിപ്പിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത് എന്ന് നമുക്ക് നോക്കാൻ പറ്റും. സെയിൻറ്റ് അഗസ്റ്റിൻ്റെ കാലം തൊട്ട് ഇതുണ്ടായിരുന്നതാണ്. സെയിൻറ്റ് അഗസ്റ്റിൻ ആയിരുന്നു ഇവിടുത്തെ ഫസ്റ്റ് ബിഷപ്പ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Excuse me, was Saint Augustine the first bishop here?
Sorry?
Saint Augustine.
I don't know.
Oh,
I have no idea.
Okay.
Sorry.
ഇത് കണ്ടോ, ഇത്രയും മനോഹരമായ ഒരു കത്തീഡ്രലോ പള്ളിയോ വേറെ നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ പറ്റൂല. ജീവിതത്തിൽ കണ്ടിരിക്കേണ്ട ഒരു ഇതാണ്, നമ്മുടെ പള്ളിയാണ് നമ്മുടെ കാൻറ്റർബറി കത്തീഡ്രൽ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. പക്ഷെ ഇപ്പോഴും പണി നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്, റിപ്പയർ നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. അപ്പം വളരെ പരിശുദ്ധമായിട്ടുള്ളൊരു ദേവാലയമാണ്. നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ പറ്റും ഒരുപാട് വർഷത്തെ പഴക്കമുണ്ട് ഇതിന്. ഇവിടെ വോളണ്ടിയർമാരെ കാണാൻ പറ്റും, പക്ഷേ അവർ സംസാരിച്ചു കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഇപ്പം നമ്മുടെ ചോദിച്ചോ. Hello. Is Saint Augustine was the first bishop here?
Yes, he was the first archbishop.
Okay. So the split didn't happen when Saint Augustine was there. He was a Catholic, no?
Yes.
Originally,
it happened between the first issues happened between Henry II and Thomas Becket.
Henry the Eighth.
No, Henry II and Thomas Becket also had issues.
Yeah.
But then it split from the Catholic Church because of Henry VIII.
Yeah, Henry VIII, he wanted to marry Anne Boleyn.
Yes.
So he...
And then the church wouldn't allow him to marry when his wife was alive, and he wanted a divorce. So he separated
from the church
of
and he made himself the head of the Anglican Church.
Yes.
Okay. So Augustine was the first bishop and he came here in AD
597 AD.
The cathedral was established in
597 AD.
Okay. Originally the monastery was the cathedral, no?
So there was a St. Martin's church where the Queen Bertha, who was from Rome, she would worship and go there because she was a Catholic. And then later when St. Augustine came here, he helped convert the King Ethelbert into Christianity, and then the king gave this place to build a cathedral.
So Kent is the birthplace of Christianity in England.
You can say that, because this is the first place.
Yeah, this is the first mission that arrived here.
You can say that,
I'm studying a course on medieval English history.
Okay.
And the Norman conquest, William of Normandy, before that Saint Augustine. But he's not the same as the Augustine of Hippo. Like
I am not really sure. I haven't.
Yeah, there are so many Saint Augustines like that in the Bible, not post-Bible era, I think.
Okay.
There is one Saint Augustine who lived in, I think, Egypt, Rome, or something like that.
Okay.
And
I think best information, if you want, is if you ask one of the volunteers.
You are a volunteer?
No, I work with the visitor team, so they would have much more information.
Yeah,
or you can speak to anyone with archives in library if you make an appointment.
Yeah, so how can I meet the volunteers?
Just anyone with the yellow or orange sashes. You can just go and ask your questions, whatever you have.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What they will do if you only if we ask the chaplain, they will normally open up the chapel.
It's like ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മളൊരു വോളണ്ടിയർ അല്ല, വിസിറ്ററിനോടാണ് നമ്മൾ വിസിറ്റേഴ്സ് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസിലുള്ള ഒരാളോട് സംസാരിച്ചത്. ഇപ്പോൾ വോളണ്ടിയർ എന്നുള്ളത് വരും. വോളണ്ടിയേഴ്സിനോട് കാണുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ സംസാരിക്കുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് വ്യക്തമായിട്ട് അതിൻ്റെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ മനസ്സിലാവും. ഇപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ പൊയ്ക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ് നമ്മൾ കാൻറ്റർബറിയിലൂടെ, കത്തീഡ്രലിലൂടെ. ഏറ്റവും ഹിസ്റ്റോറിക് ആയിട്ടുള്ള, ഇംഗ്ലണ്ടിൻ്റെ ഏറ്റവും ഹിസ്റ്റോറിക് ആയിട്ടുള്ള വൺ ഓഫ് ദി ബെസ്റ്റ് ചർച്ചസ് ഇൻ ദ വേൾഡ്. It's so splendid in its architecture. Like those are modeled on like Roman windows, like the arches and stuff like that. And we have the Roman doors, the arches here, arch door, and it's like a beautiful place. It's a holy, beautiful place. This place is the birthplace of Christianity in England. We can say that this place is the birthplace of Christianity here.
The first bishop is there over there.
Yeah, I asked, and she said Augustine was the first bishop. It's the birthplace of Christianity in England. So we go to 597 AD, back where Augustine established his monastery and his cathedral. The cathedral is here, and the first bishop was here. And the problems took place on the reign of Henry II and his fight with Archbishop Thomas Becket. And during Henry VIII, the split happened between the Catholic and the Anglican Church. Before that, there was one church. After that, it split because of the issue with Anne Boleyn. And we are going through the cathedral. It is the north side, I think, northeast. And I think you can speak to some of the volunteers here. Excuse me, where can I see a volunteer?
So he's not a guide.
No. I'm asking where is the volunteer?
He's a visitor.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm looking for a volunteer.
I don't know.
They'll have.
Someone to explain the history.
Maybe up there.
Oh,
But I don't know.
They have sat.
Sorry.
it's a very interesting cathedral. Like it's the birthplace of Christianity.
There
in
are tours.
Yeah.
If you want to go on a tour,
Yeah.
they're very, very good.
Yeah.
Free tours.
Free tours. Yeah. I'm a student of Christ Church University.
Okay. There are people around.
But I think they are speaking to someone else.
Yeah. Just wait to say something.
I think they are all engaged.
Yes. Sorry.
It's okay. I will find. Sorry, is this like the inner sanctum, like something?
I'm not sure.
Okay. This is the real church. Okay. Excuse me. Is this like the real church or this like extension?
Oh, I don't know.
Mhm. Can we
Sorry?
can we use the phone here? Like, can we use the phone
Yeah.
like for photos?
Yeah.
Okay. പരിശുദ്ധമായ ഒരു ദേവാലയത്തിലേക്കാണ് നമ്മൾ കടന്നു പോകുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ excuse me, do you have some volunteer here that I can speak?
Possibly. You have to have a look. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Oh, okay. Someone, I want to explain some history like behind this.
Yeah, I don't. You'll have to have a look. They have a badge on, a yellow badge.
Yellow sash, like
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, okay, I'll ask. So we are walking through the cathedral. It's the central part, I think. You can see so many people, but I don't think there is many people as in the regular days. Uh, excuse me. You know some history about this?
No, not very much at all, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I've been told that it's the birthplace of Christianity in England, like in
Other places too.
No,
here,
first place of Christianity.
birthplace of Christianity. 8597 AD, Augustine, the first bishop, he came here. He established a monastery, and
Someone came from the Pope, an emissary of the Pope came
yeah,
here in
yeah,
900 and something.
597 AD, 597 AD, and
Yeah.
he's different from the Saint Augustine of the like post Bible era. Like that's a different Augustine.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
Have we been downstairs? Or have we just come? Have we come upstairs?
We're just
Going
in the
that
crypt.
way?
In the crypt.
yeah, this is the entrance and the exit.
Yeah.
We've got, yeah, see, not outside, that way.
Yeah,
You can read all about the history from the first Archbishop. The first Archbishop was a woman,
Augustine,
lady.
not a lady. He was a man.
The first Archbishop.
He was a man.
It's all down now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go and ask the volunteers if anything doubt. Thank you.
Did you find something?
No, nobody. Everyone is just volunteers are just back at.
What were you looking for?
Huh?
What were you looking at?
I'm just looking for someone to explain the history. I'm just interested. Like I know some bit.
If you go at the front, there is a tour which you pay for £5. Yeah. And they take you on the tour of the whole cathedral, and it is really, really good.
I think for students it's like a free. I think.
I don't think so. What's that for the tour? This tour,
This
it's
tour.
£5. Yeah.
£5.
Is that what we've just done? Yeah. It's an
Oh,
amazing tour.
okay.
It is absolutely brilliant. But they've got. Yeah.
Read the book.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Boy, take that.
Yeah. Take it. As I say again and again, it's the birthplace of Christianity in England, located in the county of Kent. 8597, and the Pope Gregory sent a mission headed by Augustine, who established a cathedral here. And we are now walking. Look at this magnificent piece of art. Look at this architecture. Look at the mosaics there. So it's modeled on the Roman style. Arch windows.
Would you like Would you like a map? Hello.
Hello.
Are you together?
No, no, no.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just looking for someone to explain the history behind the.
Okay, I'll sort this lady out and then I'll happily do it.
Okay.
You've just come in that door. There are red onions.
So, please mind the step. So you have to look at the step when you're.
Anybody in a sash, just talk to us. I'm happy to talk to you. Hello.
Hello. So I'm looking for someone to explain the history behind this cathedral. I know a little bit.
Right. Well, had you thought of doing a tour?
Sure.
Yeah. There'll be a tour 2:00. I think the next one
Okay.
is.
How much still cost?
£5. I'm just thinking you'll get a lot more information. I'm on the desk, so I shouldn't abandon it too long. But come and I'll try and give you a potted history.
Nisha, I don't have any money now.
Oh no, that's all right. That's all right. Don't you worry. So it was Pope Gregory sent St. Augustine here because he'd seen an Anglo-Saxon slave in the slave market and found out that although they looked like angels, they were
Angels.
actually
Oh.
pagans. So he sent St. Augustine in 597 to convert the pagan Anglo-Saxons to Christianity. He converted the king eventually, and as a result, the whole of Kent became Christian, and the first cathedral was built. This was actually King Ethelbert's palace, but he gave the area for the first cathedral, and St. Augustine was the first Archbishop of Canterbury.
In
Just
597 AD.
597. Justin Welby's 105th, so it tells you.
Oh, wow.
Now, it was built, fell down, it was Anglo-Saxon, it was burnt down. We had the Norman conquest in 1066. It was all rebuilt in Norman style. And then bits have been changed. Like this is late 1300s, early 1400s in perpendicular Gothic. If you go through to the choir, you've got late 1100s, 1220. If you go to some places, you've still got Norman, which is 1096.
1096.
You know, 1080, 1090.
Like different parts of the cathedral are
Totally different
eras.
bits. So look at the architecture and you'll see totally different styles everywhere.
Like a Roman style. The arches are like Roman style.
Romanesque, yes, you would call it Romanesque. Yeah, we
Romanesque.
would call it Norman. But yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So this isn't. This is Gothic.
Mosaics and everything. Mosaics, like here.
Yeah, no, that window is very interesting. It's a stained glass window, and it's very old, and it was made of a mishmash. It's meant to be the ancestors of Jesus. If you look at the bottom row, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's Adam tilling the soil, and we think that's 1176.
Oh.
But up above it, if you go 1, 2, 3, that's King Rehoboam, and we now know he's 1136. And next to him, not next to him, but one across, is Abijab, his son. So those 1136 windows are the oldest. And we have some modern stuff, we have some old stuff. You're really going to have to keep your eyes peeled as you go around. If you're interested in that, look at the style.
I'm studying actually medieval history, like
Oh,
MA
are you?
medieval studies
Oh, right.
in Christchurch University.
Yeah, I talk to the guides as you go round.
Yeah.
I'm meant to be on the desk, so, I'm very happy to talk to you. But you'll see people with sashes. Ask them questions. Say, explain this area to
Because
me.
the people in Kent are Jutes, right? Jewish origin.
No. Pagan, very much pagan. We were
Like,
under
studying the
the
history?
Romans. Under the Romans, we became Christian. When the Romans left in 310, we very quickly reverted to paganism. When St. Augustine came in 597, we then
converted.
became Christians. Yeah. We were part of the Catholic Church because it was the only church. And then Henry VIII fell out with the
Anne
Catholic.
Boleyn.
Yeah, well, it wasn't just over Anne Boleyn, but he fell out with
He
the Catholic
disagreed
Church.
with the Pope on.
He broke away from the Catholic Church and we became Protestant.
I mean Anglican, not Protestant.
Yeah, Anglican and Protestant the same. They're non-Catholics.
Non-Catholics.
Yeah.
Okay. So before that, Henry II had problems with
With
Archbishop Thomas Becket,
yes, right, that's right,
and he was murdered by his knights.
that's right. Yeah. And the martyrdom you will see on the map as you go down. The martyrdom is on
Whose
the
tomb is here?
No. He was buried initially in the crypt, and then he was moved with great ceremony into the Trinity Chapel up here. But Henry VIII, 350 years later, retried him for treason, found him guilty, destroyed his shrine, destroyed his body, and all the gold and silver that was there. He went to the king 15 cartloads. So there's no body of any of the saints or Thomas because Henry VIII got rid of them all.
Oh, okay. So Henry VIII was the problem started with Henry II.
The problem probably existed long before then. There were two sets of law. There was the ecclesiastical law, i.e. the church law, and there was the Protestant law, and the sovereign law. And constantly the kings of England resented that the Pope had so much power and had his own state of law in his country. So Thomas Becket was Henry II's best friend. And he made him Archbishop because he thought he could solve the problem. When Thomas didn't give him what he wanted, he got angry and said, "Who will rid me of this turbulent night?" And 4 knights came and murdered him. And then Henry was either repentant or he was threatened with excommunication. And then miracles started happening and Thomas became a saint. But the battle with the church and the king was still going on in Henry VIII's time. It really, his quarrel was not just about Anne Boleyn, it was about the power of the Pope compared to the power, of the sovereign. I've really got to go and help. Talk to other guys.
താങ്ക് യു സോ
You're very
മച്ച്.
welcome.
അപ്പം ലേഡി പറഞ്ഞത് നമ്മുടെ കത്തീഡ്രൽ, നമ്മുടെ ഷ്രൈൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, തോമസ് ബെക്കറ്റിൻ്റെ ഷ്രൈൻ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, പുള്ളിക്കാരനെ ഹെൻറി VIII എന്ന് പറയുന്ന രാജാവ് 310 വർഷം കഴിഞ്ഞ് പുള്ളിക്കാരൻ്റെ റിമെയിൻസ് ഡിസോണർ ചെയ്യുകയും പിന്നെ ഷ്രൈൻ തകർക്കുകയും ചെയ്തു. അതുകൊണ്ട് തോമസ് ബെക്കറ്റിൻ്റെ ബോഡി ഇവിടെ ഇല്ല. ആർച്ച് ബിഷപ്പ് തോമസ് ബെക്കറ്റും അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ബോഡി ഇവിടെ ഇല്ല. പിന്നെ ഈ ടൈപ്പ് വിൻഡോസിന് പറയുന്നതാണ് റോമനസ്ക് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. റോമനസ്ക് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നോർമൻ വിൻഡോസ്. നമ്മുടെ ആംഗ്ലോ സാക്സൺ കോൺക്വസ്റ്റിന് ശേഷം ഈ കത്തീഡ്രൽ റിനോവേറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. ഓരോ പള്ളിയുടെ ഓരോ ഭാഗങ്ങളും ഓരോ വ്യത്യസ്ത കാലഘട്ടങ്ങളിലും പണിതതാണ്. പിന്നെയും അതിലെ തെറ്റുകുറ്റങ്ങളും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ എല്ലാം തിരുത്തിയിട്ട് പിന്നെ ഒന്നുകൂടെ പണി സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തതാണ്. അപ്പം നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ മനോഹരമായിട്ടുള്ളൊരു കത്തീഡ്രൽ തന്നെയാണിത്. പിന്നെ ഹെൻറി VIII പ്രശ്നവും പറഞ്ഞു. അദ്ദേഹം ആൻ ബൊലൈനെ സംബന്ധിച്ചുള്ള പോപ്പുമായിട്ടുള്ള ഡിബേറ്റിൽ അദ്ദേഹം ഡിസഗ്രി ചെയ്യുകയും പിന്നീട് അദ്ദേഹം വേറൊരു സഭ സ്ഥാപിക്കുകയും ചെയ്തു. അതിൻ്റെ പേരാണ് ആംഗ്ലിക്കൻ ചർച്ച് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. അപ്പം ഇവിടെ ആംഗ്ലിക്കൻ ചർച്ച് എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ പ്രൊട്ടസ്റ്റൻ്റ് തന്നെയാണ്. പക്ഷേ അതായത് അവർക്കൊരു പേര് വന്നതേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഇംഗ്ലണ്ടിൻ്റെ ആയതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ആംഗ്ലിക്കൻ എന്ന പേര് വന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ലേഡി പറഞ്ഞത് ആംഗ്ലിക്കനും പ്രൊട്ടസ്റ്റൻറ്റും സെയിം തന്നെയാണ്.
Good afternoon and welcome to Canterbury Cathedral. We hope that you're enjoying your visit. Wherever you are in this great church, we ask you to stop, to be still and quiet, to use this wonderful place for the purpose for which it was built. Please join us in prayer.
നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ പറയാനുള്ള സമയമാണ്.
We pray for God's blessing.